Alright guys, and right there, that was the Black Drop Coffee here in Scotch Plains, and we got a pretty cool video today. We're going to do another vlog. It's honestly our favorites because you can really get a cool insight of what you're going to find in an amazing town like this. But let me know, right now we're in the Scotch Plains downtown area, located pretty much in the most northern way, so you're seeing it's very, very congested right now. We're around 11 a.m., so there's a lot of traffic, and a lot of downtown areas are going to get like a kind of this similar feel. But before we dive into it, let's talk a little bit more about this coffee. What was your thoughts on it?
So the coffee wasn't bad. When we went to Fanwood, I definitely didn't like the coffee there, but I think my favorite coffee spots have to definitely be Cranford and Rahway for now. Because I'm a cappuccino drinker, so I'm looking for the best cappuccino, and right now Rahway is beating
everybody else, and we love that spot. We live right there, so it's one of our favorites. But here in this downtown area, we're seeing that it's not like very big. It's not gonna be like Westfield, like Summit, but you're gonna get pretty much, if you're a local, what you're gonna need. Yeah. I definitely think it's a little maybe bigger than the Fanwood one. For sure. And you're gonna get a lot of cool restaurants in this area.
It's a little bit more outdated than Fanwood for sure.
Yeah, outdated. We're seeing a lot of developments in Fanwood, but right now we're gonna be walking around a little bit because you can see in the area. Laura told me that this one right here, Derby's, is it called?
Yeah, it's gonna be the Derby's Pub House restaurant. So that's a favorite here. There's not much restaurants here, right, but that's definitely gonna be a favorite. It's very aesthetically nice, so definitely check it out.
And you're seeing kind of in the area, you're still gonna get a lot of that kind of older town feel. Scotch Plains is known for having its like kind of historical monumental areas, historical parks, and throughout the town you're gonna see a lot of the real estate has like that older kind of feel. Right. And a lot of these buildings are kind of that style still.
So Scotch Plains is actually known for being historical. It was around during the colonial times. It has a good reputation for schools. It has a lot of outdoor things in regards to nature. So if you are into that, this might be the town for you.
And to continue the video, we're not only going to talk about this downtown area, but we're actually going to go into a lot of detail about the schools, because Scotch Plains has one of the best high schools and best school districts in Union County. And
it's number 6.
Number 6. So we're going to get into a lot of information on that. But besides that, we're going to talk about how the actual town feels, how residential it is, where are the different neighborhoods, because there is a few. And we're actually going to go into a lot of details when it comes to real estate and what gets you throughout Scotch Plains, and pretty much what areas are more expensive, more affordable, and what kind of homes you're going to get as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. But besides that, right now we're going to go into one of the schools here. We're going to dive into that area, because that area also has a school, but has a few different golf courses that a lot of people are absolutely loving. So stay tuned for that one. Alright guys, before we continue with the video, I'm Luca, that's Laura, your relocation experts here. We're realtors in the area. We're dropping these kind of videos every Monday and Friday, so make sure you subscribe, hit that bell so you're notified every single time we upload a video, and don't forget to leave a comment. And if you're looking to make that move to Union County or New Jersey, make sure to give us a call, text, or email our number coming up any second now. Helping a lot of people relocate here in the past few years, and we know exactly what you're looking for. We're going to jump into the video right now. Okay guys, before we continue the vlog, we're going to touch a little bit about the real estate in Scotch Plains. In the video, we're kind of in this area, which is the downtown area, and a little bit of northern western part. Right now, we're going to really break down what you're going to find when it comes to real estate. We're going to first touch base on this part of Scotch Plains, what's going to consider the northern part. Then we're going to touch a little bit about this section here between Scotch Plains and Fanwood, and as well we're going to touch a little more about the southern section and the real estate and how much things change within each part. But before we even touch about the real estate, let's give you some highlights of what the affordability factors are in Scotch Plains. Here we're in the Reventure app, amazing place that you're going to find a lot of values and a lot of information. We're seeing here at Scotch Plains is this long section, and right in the middle is Fanwood. The average one family here is $760. And we're going to see a little bit of a trend in here that in the past few years, prices have been going up a lot, especially in this area since it's so close to New York City and is the best for the families in amazing school districts. And you're seeing that last year it was at $672 and it went all the way to $763, huge jump. And one of the big reasons we've been seeing such a big jump is that we see here that inventory is super low. It's actually 26% under what it should be. Last year on the market at this month, it was around May, it was around 25 properties, and it's at 18. And right next door, which you're seeing a big difference, is Fanwood. that it actually has a lot more inventory on the market compared to Scotch Plains. And the cool thing with Fanwood that the school districts and a lot of things do mix with Scotch Plains, and is a big benefit. And when it comes to average medium household income, you're seeing that Scotch Plains has 190,000, and it's a huge benefit since right next door is one of the most expensive towns here in Union County, Westfield, at 14,000 median household income. And both locations have very similar styles. Obviously, Westfield's going to be a little bit different, but you're getting that affordability factor here in Scotch Plains, and still getting the amazing school district. But now we're gonna actually jump into the real estate, and you can see what actually buys you in those areas. So I mentioned earlier, we're gonna touch base on kind of different sections. We're gonna go here in the northern part and then move our way down to the southern part. Right now, I kind of wanna give you bases on what every price range has to offer. So we're gonna start with one of like kind of the lower ones we're seeing here right at the top. But it's gonna be this $499. Let's see what this one gets you. Okay, so for $499, you're gonna get 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 4.7 square feet, 1,000 square feet. This is gonna be the lot size, not the property size. And that's for $499. You're seeing that the property is already under contract. So it has a contract, meaning that it probably is already in the process of being bought by a new buyer, which is very cool. And this property is from 1926, a little bit older, but a lot of the houses in this area are around that year. So I see a few pictures of what this house has to offer. Okay, we're seeing this from the outside. Looks like a cute small house. It's a Cape Cod for sure, with a few bedrooms upstairs. And the inside is nicely taken care of. Let's see if it was renovated or not. Nice hardwood floors. There's gonna be the living room, going into the dining room. The kitchen has a little kind of kitchenette area here. It has the wall AC. So it's definitely kind of an older home, not a lot of renovation when it comes to central air. Kitchen is nice. You know, hasn't been recently updated, but it's definitely well taken care of. Same thing when it comes to the bathroom. And if you see any of these things in the photos, don't be surprised. It's just a radiator. It's very common in this area, especially with the older properties. But going down is one of the bedrooms. So, you know, the house is definitely well taken care of. It's probably going to need some renovations, whoever buys it, depending on what they're looking for. But you're seeing at the 500 range, more affordability factor, and you're still getting a pretty decent house for that price. Okay, that was at $499. Let's go a little bit up a scale. Let's see what we're gonna get kind of in the 800s, right before hitting that $1 million mark, and what this property has to offer. Now going from 500 to 820, a huge increase, and you're already seeing with that big pool here. But you're gonna get 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, lot size of 3.1 acres, 1958, a little bit newer. And you're gonna see the house is gonna be a lot bigger. There's no square footage in this description. We're already seeing it by the photos. It's gonna be a nice big home. Right away, the first picture shows the backyard. Huge backyard, amazing in-ground pool. The front yard, the front property, it looks like it's a split level or bi-level with the side garage. Very nice. These side garages are a little bit more common in these western part of Union County. And aerial photos look amazing. Let's see how the inside looks. Open concept. They obviously moved out. There's no furniture, but here's a kind of a quick stage one, how it look. There's going to be the living room, and on the side you're probably going to get the dining room section here, and you're already seeing it did a little extension that most properties don't have. Now the dining room, there's a little sunroom right to the backyard. Very cute, very nice, very unique. There's not something very common in a lot of these properties. And then you got the kitchen with the open concept. Kitchen looks a little older for sure. It's probably gonna need some renovations, but at least you have the size and you have a lot of better features. There's gonna be one of the bedrooms, usually on that same floor where the kitchen's at. And then you have a few other ones downstairs. It's gonna be probably the main bedroom's bathroom and another guest room, possibly in the same level. Huge master bedroom. Well, this actually probably is the ground level at this point with the baseboard heating, the fireplace as well. Nice backyard. I feel this property whoever bought this property was definitely for the backyard, because it's not something very common that you find in these areas. Going down a few more photos. Huge, nice pool. I love this part of the house, and whoever buys this probably gonna love it too. Okay, so coming from the 819, let's hit one of the highest ones that I'm looking here, which is probably gonna be this 1-2. There's a new construction home. Actually, it's not a new construction home, 1958, so it was probably renovated and kind of built like a new construction with 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 1,600 square feet of living space, and 1.2 of acres. This property has 2-car garage, listed at $1 283. They actually did reduce the price 60,000 because it's probably around a property. If it's a little older like this one, a lot of people are not going to pay those $1 million prices like the new constructions, but you're going to still get a lot of good features with these homes. So I see the front looks really nice, very unique. It looks like they did an extension on the right side by the looks of it. Super different. You know, it has that new construction feel. But the good thing about not having the new construction home is that you're probably not going to have to pay the new construction taxes. So that's a huge benefit, especially in the Union County area where taxes are very expensive. But going down the list, going down the photos here, it still feels like a new construction home. Nice fireplace. It's actually a real fireplace. In a lot of new construction properties, you're probably not going to find that. Kitchen with the living room open concept. Very nice. Very unique, actually, home. I haven't seen one of these in quite some time. And it's definitely for that person that's looking for that new construction, but still needs that affordability. Because at this price range, you're not going to find any brand new home either. High ceilings, master bedroom, a lot of natural lighting that you can see. Walk-in and closet, very nice, big bathroom. It's actually not a huge bathroom, but it's very nicely renovated. And going down the list here, you're gonna find a few other photos. I definitely want to see the backyard, how it's looking. That's definitely a huge selling point for a lot of people buying here. And let's see the backyard. Big backyard, semi-fenced in, but here you have the size, which is the most important part. And for now, that kind of wraps up that northern part of Scotch Plains. You're seeing that value change a lot, and depending on the property you're looking for, you're seeing that it's a lot of different kind of real estate options. So even though Scotch Plains is a little bit more expensive than other parts of Union County, you're still going to get a lot of different kind of homes with many different kind of price ranges as well.
So we just came from northern Scotch Plains, which is where the downtown area was located, and now we are all the way south of Scotch Plains. One thing to note about the northern area of Scotch Plains is that it's going to be the busiest. Right. I think, yeah, it's going to be the busiest, the most commercial. It also has Route 22 crossing by it, right. And that's gonna have a lot of retail, and it's a very big highway here.
Pretty much to getting understanding, like that northern part is almost separated in a sense, with Fanwood kind of cutting in the middle.
On the map, it's very weird. It's like it's a very small location of Scotch Plains, and then it kind of, it's cut off by Fanwood, and then Scotch Plains, the bigger area of Scotch Plains, becomes way more residential. Of course, you'll have like a couple of commercial spots here and there, but this location is very different. Right. It's, what I could say, it's very suburban. It is, you see trees everywhere. You feel like you're in the woods, but Scotch Plains itself is by the Watchung Reservation, which has hiking trails. But right now, we're in southern Scotch Plains. We are in front of Magnet, the Union County Magnet School, and then the Union County Vocational Technology School. And then also here they have the Police Academy. So this is a very big campus here located in Scotch Plains. It isn't necessarily the school for Scotch Plains. I know that a lot of people from other towns, if you're very smart, you can definitely get into this school. It's one of the best in New Jersey, but yes, it is located in Scotch Plains.
So you're getting a lot of options, and it's definitely like, if you're gonna move into Scotch Plains, it's just not gonna be for commuting purposes. It's gonna probably be for a mixture of commuting, suburban living, very residential, and having the commuting aspect on top of that. But right here in this area surrounding the school is the Ashbrook Golf Course and Reservation. There, it's one of a few golf courses here in Scotch Plains, and the cool thing with that one is that it's public, so it's not private like the other one we're going to talk to in a little bit. And it has, I think it's an 18-hole, but it's really cool because you have a little restaurant in there as well. Not the best amenities when it comes to a golf course, but it's public, so it's nice. And there's a reservations right next door to it as well. Yeah, so
if you like hiking, you definitely can do that here. It's literally in back of the school. Yeah. I think the golf course and the reservation itself. So, like we said, if you are into nature, this is going to be the perfect spot. Now, if you like golf, it doesn't only have the Ashbrook, it has the Shacklemaxon. Right. It is an 18-hole, I believe. And it is, you definitely need a membership. The cool thing is that it's not, I don't think it's going to be those super expensive golf courses. They have different memberships. I believe they have like a family membership, I think a sports membership, different memberships that you can get. And what's cool about it is that it does have the golf course. It has a restaurant, I believe it's called the Albert's Restaurant. It's cool because it does have a patio overlooking the golf course, which is pretty nice. And then it has a pool, so it's perfect for families. It has a pool. It has I think a bar by the pool, and then they have different activities for the members, like sipping wine and things like that. And during the summer they have entertainment. So as you can see, this is a perfect place for families, definitely. But it is very suburban and lots of nature.
Okay, now that we talked about the northern section, let's touch base on this kind of center part here of Scotch Plains, that some of these houses actually has a lot of the feel as the Fanwood properties as well. And like we did earlier, let's start with one of the lowest ones we're seeing here, which is going to be this $399. It's probably going to be a super small home like we're seeing here, very uncommon for a lot of properties. And we're seeing that it's only a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom home, lots of 4,300. So whoever buys this home, it's probably going to be buying it for this reason, that they want to probably tear it down and maybe build something else. 1945 the home, 400,000 is definitely a steal for the area. So tiny home, but a huge lot. Well, not a huge lot, but a nice size lot. Very unique. You really don't find 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom houses anywhere. And you're seeing that it's small. It's definitely probably not renovated. And whoever buys this property is probably going to be an investor to either knock it down, build a new construction home, sell it for the 1.5, 1.6, and make their money out of it. But at least there's options if you are looking to buy a house for one person. And this house right here is very unique. I probably have never seen a house like this, a 1-bedroom. But at least in Scotch Plains, you have all different kind of real estate. So now going from 400 range, we're going to go into maybe the 730s to see kind of what we get for this kind of price range. And things change a lot with 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, lot size of 5,200 practically. 1970, one of the newer homes that we've seen so far at 730. 1-car garage. Let's see how the pictures are looking. It seems to be an interested kind of property with some interested real estate options. Okay, we're seeing right away a bunch of windows, very different than a lot of homes. I'm guessing whoever built this house definitely loved that natural lighting and that very unique wood outside. Nice big backyard, nice pool, definitely liking that. Very unique. That's very nice. Ground level, this either probably a basement or a ground level. Finished. There's gonna be either dining room, living room. You have the kitchen here. It seems to be updated recently. The photos aren't great in this one, but you're seeing that it's very spacious. You have a lot of natural lighting. Whoever lived here probably moved out already, but it's very unique home. A lot of places in the Western Union County, you start getting a lot of those custom homes that you really don't see anywhere else, with a lot of land and a lot of more space between your neighbors. And this is one of those homes that are very unique. Whoever buys this is probably going to buy for the size and kind of renovate it at their likings. And this is definitely one of the houses that you can definitely get in Scotch Plains for that 730 range. And to wrap up this section, let's go with the 1.6 here. That's going to be a new construction home. This one is 6 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, living space 5,800, huge house, and lot size 6.2 acres. Just built, only 19 days on the market before it went under contract. And that's very good because a lot of people are looking for that new construction. You're seeing the one we saw earlier, that it was at the 1.3s couldn't sell because of the new construction factor. So let's see how a new construction home really looks in Scotch Plains. So right out the back, first photos, huge living area. That's usually what they do. Big open concept is a kind of stage photos. You can see that the entry is very grand. It's super different than a lot of properties that are a lot older. What I like about the new constructions is that everything is modern. And if you're someone that's maybe looking to move in from New York City, from even Northern Jersey, you like that newer, modern luxury feel, these new construction homes in these suburban areas are great. Because even though it's over the 1 million, 1.6, a lot of places like Westfield Summit, a house like this is going to be going for way over 2 million. And you're still going to get very nearby accessibility to those areas. And you're going to have the affordability of Scotch Plains without missing out on the amazing school district and commuter-friendly options to the city. we are seeing here. This is a true new construction, that the first one we see in the video. And a lot of these new construction homes are different. Some of them are a little bit custom made. Some of them are just kind of same as every other ones. But we're seeing this one is a little bit different when it comes to the ceiling size. Very high ceilings, luxury finish with the gold trimmings. They forgot the windows and the mirrors in this one, but brand new construction. So you really can't go wrong with something new. You know they're not going to have any issues for many years, and that's a great thing about a new construction home. And that wraps up the center section of Scotch Plains. You know, the difference between here and up north, they are getting a little more newer construction, a little bit more expensive properties the more southern you go. And right after this one, we're going to go into the southern part, and you're going to see how things change down there.
All right, guys, so we have our hiking gear on because now we are at the Watchung Reservation. Since we're here in Scotch Plains, might as well do a little hiking.
Right.
But besides hiking and the golf and the beautiful nature, the great schools, the suburban, living, Scotch Plains has a lot to offer as well. Nearby, it has it's in close proximity to Westfield,
Right.
which are gonna have that beautiful downtown. They definitely have a bigger downtown. They have retail stores like Urban Outfitters,
Right.
a couple of upscale restaurants if you want to check it out. And then you're also in very close proximity to Clark as well. Clark has a big common plaza.
Right.
It's
Clark
called
Commons.
the Clark Commons, and you're gonna have your Whole Foods. You're gonna have that a lot of commercial businesses there.
Right. And then all the way north where we're at here in Watchung, you're also gonna have Route 22. You're gonna have a lot of the bigger retail names. That's pretty much gonna get you a lot of like groceries,
Right.
shopping center, Best Buy, a little bit of everything in that highway. And you're seeing that Scotch Plains is extremely residential area,
Right.
suburban. You know, properties here are huge. There you have a lot of land, a lot of tree-lined roads. So you're gonna get that suburban feel, and you're gonna have the amenities that you're gonna need nearby.
And now we're going to touch base on the southern real estate aspects here. It's going to be this section. You're seeing there's not much real estate here because here is what the reservation's at. So it's going to be a park and the school. That's going to be the main section there. But we're seeing that straight out the back. We're seeing a lot more $1 million homes, a lot more expensive properties in this southern section. So, let's just go in for two properties. Let's go in with the one a little bit over 1 million and one hitting way over the 2 million mark. Well, a little over the 2 million mark. So let's hit on a 1.6. Let's see how this one looks. And some important aspect about this southern part of Scotch Plains is that you're gonna get a lot big, older kind of real estate homes, just like this one is at 1.6, a new construction price with 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms on a 1.9 acre, almost a 1 full acre, 1971. So it's a little bit newer than most. It's been 10 years in the market, still active. And you're seeing straight out the picture here, it's going to be a huge grand home. All right, so one of my favorites ones so far. I love these kind of houses. They're super grand, super custom. I love the driveway when you come in through it like this. Gives you that luxury feel. And you have a garage attached as well. Let's see how inside photos. So this house is older, 1971, but it's been updated probably very recently. You can notice with the flooring. Nice big living room and section here with the fireplace. That's something I love. Fireplaces and properties is one of my favorite things. And it kind of goes into the family room here on the right side. A huge green room with the backyard. This is something that you're not going to find in many parts of Union County, such as this western area, especially with the trees. Big kitchen with a huge island in the middle. Very nice. And kind of going down the list, you're not going to see many flaws. This probably is going to be move-in ready. Whoever buys this is probably going to be moving in from northern Jersey. It's going to be moving from New York more than likely, or maybe if somebody within the town itself is looking to upgrade to a better house, this is going to be perfect for them, especially if you have kids and want to be near the school districts, because here in the southern part of Scotch Plains, we're super close to the high school as well. So going down the list, you're not going to miss anything out of this house. It seems to have a complete package. Huge master bedroom, huge bathroom for the master with his and her sinks. Very nice bathroom, one other bedroom. I want to see the backyard. Is one of my favorite parts to see in these photos is how big the backyard is. Nice deck. Feel like it just rained, but very big backyard, huge. You really can't go wrong. Already fenced in. Extremely private, and a lot of these properties here in the western part of Union County is going to have a lot of greenery, a lot of green space, And it is sitting practically on an acre, and you're seeing just by the pictures here that is super private. You just drive in through here. You really don't get many neighbors, which is uncommon in the Union County areas. And here is actually beautiful home. And to end the real estate, we're gonna end it with a bang with the most expensive real estate that we've seen thus far. Property listed at 215, already under contract with 6 bedrooms, 6.5 bathrooms, sitting almost on a 1 acre as well. 2010, so much newer than the other one. Only 30 days on the market practically, went up super fast. A lot of these newer construction, well, not as $1 million homes are going for a lot longer on the market, and we're gonna see how this property looks right now. So for the most expensive property right now in Scotch Plains, it's gonna be this one, and see how it's looking. So it's a newer home, grand, huge, high ceilings. It's definitely gonna be for that individual that likes this kind of house, because at $2 million, you know, most people are probably gonna buy a new construction home. But if you want that character, you still want those older kind of feels, even though it's 2010, you're still gonna get that character with these homes. Has a nice fireplace there, humongous kitchen, dining room area, very grand, very luxury. And then whoever is probably gonna move in here can afford it, and are gonna do their own finishes. But where you're mostly buying is kind of this location and this kind of real estate that you're probably not gonna find anywhere else, especially this size, even in Scotch Plains. So we're gonna go down the list. You're gonna have a few older features like the baseboard heating, but 2010 is very normal, and the house does have central air as well, so it's kind of a mixed use when it comes to the heating. There's one of the bathrooms. Still has that older features, but it's the size that sells it. This huge master bedroom, very nice. Going down the list, huge master bathroom, amazing walk-in closet. This unique, you know, you're not gonna probably find this at any new construction either. And going into the second floor, you have the bedrooms here, another bathroom. Very basic, kind of common thing within the house, but it's just so much bigger, and this is the type of things that people in this $2 million range are looking for. So now, like, you know, my favorite, the backyard. Let's see how the backyard is looking. It's probably gonna be humongous. There's the ground level has a home bar in the basement, so this is literally why it costs $2 million. But let's check out how the backyard, a wine center. Every time I try to go to the backyard, it's like I found something better in the house. It's theater. It's literally a complete package. You literally just have to unpack your bags and go, and boom, this is one of the biggest selling points. This huge pool, big backyard. It has their own little grill. It has the gas grill that's probably connected to a gas line. It is something that you can't build sometimes. You know, some of these houses don't have the land to build this, and this is why you're paying $2 million for this kind of property.
So, you know, with this video, you're kind of getting a really cool understanding of what Scotch Plains has to offer. I think it's a perfect town for somebody looking for that higher end kind of property, higher end kind of living, and still wanting to have the amazing school districts and having that commuter accessibility, because you do have a few train stations and buses. Like this town has, you know, that kind of feel. You're gonna get a lot of like that Western Union County feel, definitely in Scotch Plains. And you know, if you are looking for something similar like this, you know, always reach out to us. Like we mentioned earlier, Luca is Lori relocation experts here. We're realtors, and we love helping people out relocate, especially from the New York City area.